Welcome back, everyone, to another one of Nub's Long Plays. As always, I am your host, Victory Nub, and today and for the next several episodes, we're going to be looking at Assassin's Creed, developed by Ubisoft Montreal, published by Ubisoft, and released worldwide on November 13th of 2007. Assassin's Creed is, of course, a tentpole franchise for Ubisoft, having sold in excess of 200 million games as of September of 2022, and is Ubisoft's best-selling franchise, as well as one of the best-selling franchises of all time. The first game in the franchise, Assassin's Creed, began as a development project in late 2003 that would serve as a sequel to the Prince of Persia franchise, specifically Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. While the plan was to release on the PlayStation 2, and the initial designs had the game sticking closely to the linear level progression of the original game, development shifted to an open-world environment when Ubisoft learned the technical capabilities of the next-gen consoles, specifically the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Developer Patrice Desilets, I'm not sure how you say that, started looking into new origins for his Prince character, focusing on available information on the Order of Assassins. The Order of Assassins was a group of Ismaili Muslims, I think I said Ismaili right, that existed between 1090 and 1275 AD, and adhered to the Nizari teachings, which emphasized independent reasoning, pluralism, or the acceptance of racial, ethnic, cultural, and interreligious differences, and social justice. The word assassin is often interpreted to have two meanings: assassin, which translates from Arabic as the principal people, and hashashin, which was likely a mispronunciation of assassin and translates as hashish smokers or users. The title of the principal people was likely attributed due to the methods of political control that the order practiced. In particular, the order often selectively eliminated prominent rival figures as a means of reducing threats to the Ismailis, an act that came to be known as assassination. Desilets based his new hero on Hassani Sabah, founder of the Order of Assassins, and drew heavy plot inspiration from the Vladimir Bartol novel Alamut, in which a group of young soldiers are deceived into believing that they will immediately enter heaven upon death, so long as they die in service to the Order of Assassins. The novel also serves as the origin for one of Assassin's Creed's most important taglines: "Nothing is true, everything is permitted." The original line in the novel, as spoken by Hassani himself, is, "Nothing is an absolute reality, all is permitted." The lead character was further refined with a bird of prey aesthetic, wearing garb that flapped with movement while remaining era appropriate, and naming the lead Altair, which means bird of prey in Arabic. Similar to the look, Altair's fighting style and assassinations are meant to be flashy and sudden, and while players can fight and defend themselves in open combat, the gameplay stresses evasion and social stealth, or hiding in plain sight. In the interest of realism, Altair's parkour abilities would be simplified to look more believable, while still allowing concessions for gameplay value, specifically the Leap of Faith maneuver. The control scheme was designed to evoke a marionette's control, in which the face buttons represent parts of the body that players control. The X, or A, depending on which console you're using, button represents the feet. Square and circle, or X and B, control the arms, and triangle, or Y, controls the head. The plot evolved into a story set in the Holy Land in 1191 that involves the Assassins and Templars, a version of the French military order known as the Knights Templar, as they race to locate an artifact called the Apple of Eden, which was designed to appear similar to the Globus Cruciger, or Globus Cruciger, I'm not sure how you say that one, and is believed to possess some special power. As Altair, players are assigned to investigate and assassinate prominent leaders in Jerusalem, Acre, and Damascus in service to the Assassins, while protecting the primary fortress of the Assassin Order in Masyaf. Publicly, the early reveals of the game emphasize the medieval setting and lead character, while keeping the core story conceit a big secret, and we'll go into that as the game opens. Assassin's Creed was a commercial and critical success, selling 8 million copies as of April of 2009, and spurring Ubisoft to develop a sequel, Assassin's Creed 2, which was developed in November 17th, 2009. I know this is not everyone's favorite game in the franchise. I know it has significant flaws that we will definitely run into while we're playing it, but I do think this is an important game to look at. Much like Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, at least the franchise, maybe not this game specifically, has become one of the defining examples of open-world gameplay. And this first game exemplifies the growing pains of developing a new idea into something massive. So how are we going to approach the game? First of all, I know they suck, but we are going to complete all of the side missions involved in investigating the primary targets. The reason is that whether or not they are adequately explained, all of them contribute information useful in taking down your target. Second, we will not be tracking down all the flags or the Templar Knights. Unfortunately, they were added as a means of earning achievement points, and frankly, they do nothing to advance the story or your character's progression, so there's no reason to actively look for them. They don't serve a purpose. They're just kind of in the way. Also, because this is an open world game and traversal can be a bit time consuming, these will be 2-hour-long episodes. If we're in the middle of an assassination mission, they might run a little bit long, but I don't want this series to take 40 episodes. Not that I anticipate 40 hours gameplay. I honestly don't know. It might be a lot less. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start a new game. Hopefully it doesn't, well, I don't know if it's going to make me do a new save file. Yes, let's overwrite the existing one. That's perfectly fine. Whoa! Ladies?
I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also was a chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge, increaseth sorrow.
Well, they gave you a bunch of instructions there on what you needed to do with the controller, but I don't think you have to use them.
I can't anchor him to the memory. Too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting the treatment, retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize him.
Allie!
Focus. Listen to the sound of my voice. Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
Get out of here.
Damn it. It's not working.
Give it a moment, Miss Stillman. You'll adjust. The first time is never easy.
We're losing him.
Ow!
Enough, Miss Stillman.
We need to pull him out. Now.
All right, Desmond. We're going to try and bring you out now.
All right. Well, that was weird.
You okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
You bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We
Yes.
know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down.
Well, I guess.
A wise decision.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Zip zap.
Warning. Data stream unstable. Attempting to restore synchronization. Hello, Subject 17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you to the Animus's control system. Instructions will follow shortly.
They better.
The synchronization bar represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories. If you ever fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized position. You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control the actions of your ancestor. I'm loading subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input. While standing still, use the head button to observe your environment.
Now, before we go any further, I'll go and pause here so that they don't keep talking. When they were revealing the game to the public, they made sure that everyone knew that it involved you playing an assassin and going around in the Holy Lands, you know, Jerusalem and Damascus and Acre, and killing targets and then, you know, sneaking off and hiding, and that, you know, it was supposed to be a very historically accurate, but not perfectly historically accurate game where you were taking the story was taking place in a real place involving real people. And many of the targets that you actually interact with, or in some cases assassinate, are based on real people from, you know, the Third Crusade and in the Holy Lands. What they did not tell people about, and I had no idea that this was the case until the game actually came out and I first bought it and started playing it. You're actually a person in current times who has been kidnapped and is being forced to relive events from his own ancestors' past. They didn't tell anyone that this was what was going to happen. So when I booted up the game and it had this weird, technical flaw where all the characters are not modeling correctly and there seems like some glitches and stuff going on, and you hear someone talking to you, I had no idea what was going on. I'm really happy that they kept that a secret from the public. It's rare anymore when you get a video game where they'll do everything in their power to have marketing that kind of leads you to believe the game is going to be one thing and then just change it, as soon as the game comes out and you realize, oh, this is a whole different ball game. It's not certainly the first time that that's ever happened. Most notably, I would say Metal Gear Solid 2 has a big switcheroo on players, which someday we are going to see because I think I am going to do a long play of that game. But yeah, one of the big secrets that they withheld from the public until the game came out is this doesn't just take place in 1191 AD. This game also takes place in, I think at that time it was supposed to be 2008, 2009, a couple years before the big event that's going to happen that will leave for maybe later in the game if they don't talk about it outright. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. I'm looking around. Hey people, what's up?
Good. Now use your empty hand to walk through these jar carriers without causing them to drop what they're holding.
Also, since we have a couple seconds
to continue the synchronization process.
Are they not going to let me do this? There we go. Important thing, we had talked about the fact that the outfit was meant to evoke a bird of prey. One of the most important details that they put in the game is that if you look at the character in silhouette, his hood appears like the head of a bird. If you never noticed before, that little bump at the end of the cowl or the hood that goes over his head looks a little bit like a beak. That was very intentional in the design. And that basically is repeated in most, if not all, of the subsequent Assassin's Creed games where you have a lead. Oops, I think I botched. Whatever. Yeah, you're supposed to be careful. Screw all of you. Gotta do it by holding B, where he'll push through gently.
Well done. The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile.
I'm high profile. I'm low profile.
Are socially acceptable.
High.
High profile
Low.
actions are more action oriented.
Low.
Hold the high profile button to see how your heads-up display changes the context of the puppeteering inputs. Excellent.
So if you shift your feet about 3 inches apart, you're in action mode, baby.
We will continue your synchronization process by testing some high-profile actions.
Go give this character a hug. It's low profile, unless he likes it.
Using the empty hand button in high profile.
And... get out of here.
Good. Using your legs button in high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers or to get closer to a fleeing target. However, be careful not to bump into anyone, for you can lose your balance and tumble to the ground.
Oh yeah.
While sprinting, reach the marker before this man does.
And... go! Screw you, I'm faster!
Well done.
They both saw the ice cream truck drive by. Ooh, ice cream!
Provide other important information. The social status icon gives you information on your social status. The different states will be explained in context soon. This icon appears when a soldier is looking at you. The yellow color means the soldier is either unaware or suspicious of who you are. To illustrate the change in awareness level, You will stealth assassinate this soldier. First, lock onto your target. Now, select your hidden blade.
Okay.
With your blade selected, walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
Like so. Uh-oh, I was spotted. He doesn't like that.
Damn. Where is the heathen responsible for this?
Right here. Hi. I don't know how he sees what's happening because he doesn't have
The
eyes.
dead body has alerted the soldier and changed his awareness to informed, as represented by the red witness indicator. Aggressive actions or socially unacceptable behavior undertaken at this time will likely provoke an armed response. Provoke this soldier.
How about I do one of these? Hey,
Notice
gotcha.
how the social status icon has changed to exposed. Use the latter and try to break the line of sight.
I think I can handle that.
I'm catching up to you!
No, you'll know.
You can't...
Jump in the hut.
Excellent. The line of sight has been broken. Now run into the roof garden to hide from the soldier.
Like so.
Good. Your social status indicates that you are hidden, but the soldier is still looking for you. Wait until your social status changes again.
To hell with this. I've better things to do.
Like grow a head of hair.
Well done. The soldier has lost your track. You are now...
Who am I kidding? He's
and
probably
you can
suffering
exit
from
the hide
mange.
spot.
Can I get out now?
Excellent. Being anonymous will fill your synchronization bar and make your job as an assassin easier. There are different places which you can use to hide. However, you must always break the line of sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish.
Can I move? Nope, still can't move.
Let us continue with a demonstration of Blend. Blend can be activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic a scholar and pass near soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
Alright, did it.
Good. Now that you are fully synced, a new ability is available to you. Referred to as Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him. Well done.
I think I have to hold it in order for it to stay up, but you really don't need to. In fact, it doesn't get used very much.
Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please note that following the Assassin's Creed, your ancestor's way of life, will assist you with staying in sync. The Creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life, or by respecting the Creed. You have successfully completed the tutorial. The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
Alright. And of course, you have to swipe your credit card for that to happen, as you can see by the icon on the bottom of the screen. That does look like the little chip on credit cards, doesn't it?
Wait!
Look at it!
There must be another way. This one need not die.
Sorry.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
No promises.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Now, the game doesn't do this necessarily on purpose, but one of the things that they did do, I guess, to save on assets and also show a connection between yourself and Desmond Miles when you're playing as Altair is they use the same face model. So that is the same face model as Altair, and yeah, if you ever look at it in the game and then look at Desmond, you're like, whoa, same guy. Alright, anyway, let's get moving. This game does not ask or require you to move bodies. Once it's dead, you're better off just running away. Oh. What am I missing here? What did I... Was I supposed to jump? I bet I was. Alright, back up. What am I not seeing? Oh, there we go. Alright. Yep. 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 Up the ladder. There's no sneaking position in this game. You don't have to crouch to get behind somebody. You just walk up behind them. And... Sorry, bro.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet. Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
Altair makes his own rules. I'm not sure how you get down to him safely to take him out. I think you're just supposed to go down there. Whatever. I'm here, boys!
Hold,
what up?
Templars. You are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Okay. I got it.
Blood.
You know not the things in which you meddle, Assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Owie! That was a surprisingly quiet cave-in.
To arms! Kill the assassin!
Go, go, go. Gotta get up there. My guy's getting hurt. Yeah, you don't have to show me. I know. I can figure this out. Walling. For people who don't know how to wall. What does that mean? And we're out.
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
This is really the only time in the game where they do a lot of time ramping, where they jump you to different places.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the Master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
I really love that the people on the bench back here are all perfectly in sync. Look left, look right, fold the arms. That may have just been when they loaded in. Now they're starting to move differently. Whee! And hoop. So one of the things that will stick in my memory forever whenever I think of this game is the fact that this was the first game I ever played on an HD TV. As quaint an idea as that sounds today, with everything in 4K, or I guess at some point in the near future it's going to jump to 8K. The TV that I bought was one of those digital light projector TVs, Samsung DLP, which was the little chip that would bounce light off of a bunch of tiny little mirrors to reflect an HD image onto a projector screen, basically. And this was the first thing I used that was high definition, whether it was a movie or TV show or video game. This was the very first thing. And the thing that stuck out to me when I popped the game in was the fact that the very first screen you see as the game is loading is white, and it just exploded white in my eyeballs, and it was like, whoa, what am I getting into? It was astonishing. And of course, this is before high definition range or high dynamic range became a thing. So before HDR basically redefined what exactly a white color was on a TV or a black. So it was still astonishing, even though today it probably doesn't have the same effect that it would have if it had been designed with HDR range capable on it. All right, enough screwing around. Let's get up the hill. If I can remember how to do it. Oh, quiet. Sorry, I'm just coming off of recording some stuff for and the controls in that one were very confusing for the camera, so I'm getting reacclimated to a camera that does make sense. I think I'm going the right way. Follow the main path, and it should lead you to where you're supposed to go. I guess I'll find out when I get up there. There is, if I'm not mistaken, a map. Yep, there we go. So you can tell which way you're supposed to be going. There we go. And we didn't really have a good look at his face because it was so dark in that cave, but yeah, you can see that's basically the same face model as Desmond in the present day. So they saved on assets by doing that, I'm sure. Also, I don't think it needs to be mentioned, but I'll go ahead and point out, the voice actor for Desmond is Nolan North, and the voice actor for Lucy is Kristen Bell. Those are the two big gets that they had for the voice cast. I don't know if there were any others that were really noteworthy. Not in trouble yet. Not yet.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others?
Give us a
You
kiss.
ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
Oh.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
You do love your foreplay. Alright, moving on. Oh, we're saving. I gotta pull out my credit card again. Hold on. It's such a weird logo. Why did they use that?
It is an honor.
What up, boys? Daddy's home.
Master waits within.
He's not gonna be happy with me. I do like the dynamic camera work that they have during major talking segments between the characters to keep things dynamic. Either it's the ones that are specifically set up, or like here, I think you can move the camera around just by tapping the shoulder buttons.
Master.
Come forward.
Not this one.
Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Malik and
I'm
Kadar?
leaving. Goodbye.
Dead.
No! Not dead.
Malik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the roof. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here, take it.
The holy
Though it seems
hand grenade
I've
of
returned
Antioch.
More than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Alright. I have to do a little bit of fighting here.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
Let's go. Think you can take this path down quickly? Hidden blade, fist, throwing knives, sword. Select your sword. Alright. Whee! And whee! And whee! It's assassination time! Oh! How do I block? I'm trying to remember. Hold. That's what it is. Gotcha. So one of the things that they strongly emphasize in this game is doing defensive attacks. Basically, wait until the enemy attacks you, holding the block button, the R right trigger. You hit... Oh! Boy, they're really getting me from behind a lot. When they attack, you do like a parry move where you wave your sword a little bit, and if you time it right, you basically get a kill, like so. Doing a terrible job because it's been a while since I've played Assassin's Creed. You can do normal fights, or normal attacks, where you can just swing your sword until they get hit enough times that you can kill them. But more often than not, you're better off doing a deflect and parry so that you can kill them in one shot. Anyway. Moving on. My next target is this way.
Get him!
Oh, I went too early. Oh! Gotcha. Ow. Oh, too early. There is another weapon. I don't think we get to use it for a while. You can see it on his back there. Alright, guy. Wanted to die, I gave it to you.
Your life ends now!
Oh. Why don't you pull your sword out, idiot? Take advantage while he's distracted. Oh, they didn't let me kill him. There we go. Got him.
Death to the assassin!
Oh, couldn't get him. Big fight up ahead.
Break off the attack and return to Masyaf! Al-Mu'allim commands it!
Turning around. Make it all the way to the bottom of the hill for them to tell you turn around and go back to the top.
To a more recent one.
Alright, hold on. I gotta pay for the next save. Don't know where we go. Oh, that's right. We gotta go to the tower next, right?
Altair, come. Al-Mu'allim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
He's going to hurt us.
We're all trained to do this, but they think I'm gonna hurt myself if I do this.
Stand on that platform, Altair.
So, what's about to happen is actually based on a bit that was put into the novel Alamut, where basically one of the factions that the assassins are fighting, I don't think it's the Templar, it may have been a different group altogether, was attacking the fort of the assassins in, I don't know if it was Masyaf, it might have been another location. But Hassani basically asked his men to prove their loyalty to the assassin order, and they did so by jumping off of a tower. Now, in the case of the game here, they're doing it as a ruse or a deception. In the case of the novel, I believe they actually did die as a result of jumping off this tower. He was asking his men to commit suicide to prove their faith and devotion to the assassins.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
I'm up here.
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage!
Ooh! I don't think he needed to be walked forward. Everyone could see that.
Ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good.
I'm still trying to figure out what a fortress is.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Well, all right.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear.
Yeah, I don't want to.
God!
And... Whee! Oops.
Oh, my leg! Ah! Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us.
Well, anyway. We're using that moment to help! There we go. Thought I misjumped that.
I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to
tell
go
me.
ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go and release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
Way ahead of you, buddy. Tippy tip tip toe. And yeah, I know how to climb. We're past that game. You don't have to tell me how the climbing mechanics work. I've done this already. Maybe a little bit too hand-holdy early on with the instructions. You go through an entire tutorial section teaching you how social stealth works, then an entire area just to show you how the climbing mechanics work, and now you're being taught again how to do it. I picked it up. I got it. Thank you.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful?
'Cause I'm the best.
You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you.
By tickling you.
First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
Oh!
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck.
I thought showing them my dick would distract them.
The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice.
I'm cutting your toenails off.
Peace be upon you, Altair.
Alright, time to pay for another save.
He's
and we're back.
experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
Desmond looks really excited to be here.
Where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
Yes, stretch his legs.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Good Lord, Desmond, take care of that thing. No, I shouldn't have tucked it into my waistband. Alright. And now we get to poke around a little bit in our very closed-off environment and kind of peek a bit at what's going on, not only in this room, but also in our own private bedroom, and I think we can eavesdrop on these two a little bit. In case you didn't know, what they're saying right now is supposed to go in the bathroom to hear it, I think. Yep. Oh, no. Yep, there we go.
I don't appreciate your questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Segment 2 is going to be the time he pooped his pants in 2nd grade.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
You do stink. Are they done? Guys? Hello? Hey there.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Oh, alright, I guess. Oh my god, that tablet is phasing through her hand. She's some kind of sorcerer. Actually, I think you can talk to these characters a little bit. If not him, at least Lucy. Get some more details on what's going on, who we are, why is this happening.
So you're really an assassin? Like Altair?
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farm when I was 16.
Farm?
Yeah, that's what they called the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Masyaf, I guess. Only not so, creepy. Just a small community in the middle of nowhere. About 30 of us living, you know, off the grid.
Why?
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, you know? My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we'd have to be prepared. No one ever came. Nothing ever happened.
Why'd you run away?
I could never leave the compound. You have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss your parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like they only wanted to protect you.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's alright. Gives me something to think about.
Try and get some sleep. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
I don't think there's anything we can do over here, but I'll double check. Nothing. Nothing. Interesting. I don't know why I never thought of it before, but yeah, I guess technically there is nothing that he's trying to hide at this point about his assassin origin. I thought that was always something they went into more in the second and third games of the series, but I guess he doesn't really hide it.
Got a question for you before I turn in.
Sure.
How did they find me? I mean, I haven't been anywhere near another assassin for 10 years.
Use your real name?
Nope. Not before today.
Credit cards?
Cash only.
Telephone?
Stop whipping.
It's no one to call.
Driver's license?
Motorcycle. Guilty pleasure.
There's your answer. Photo, fingerprint.
This is a drug company. What does Abstergo have to do with the DMV?
Desmond, these guys are everywhere. I'm sorry, I really can't talk about it.
Can't or won't? Where are you going? I think you can do one more story segment here, and then she'll say, no, you should go to bed.
Aren't you tired?
Oh, maybe that's it. All right. Bedtime. Oh my God, they're gassing me. And the door's locked.
Damn it, they locked the door.
Wom wom. Ah, creepy.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me. I give you such a wedgie. Nerd. What up, Dreamboat? We talk? Hello? I might be able to talk to Vidic real quick. See if he lets me talk to him more. Or if he just tells me to get in the bed. Animus, whatever. Alright, come on. Where is it? Alright, yeah, nothing. He's gonna start screaming at me if I don't get in the bed. Animus, whatever.
I need you to sit down on the Animus.
Now inserting anal probe. Wait, what? Continue. Oh, did I hit the wrong button? I hit the wrong button. I hit B instead of A. Whatever. Get back on the bed. It's the game's fault for saying press any button to interact with things, and then when you get here, you have to hit A to do all the things. We are playing this on my Xbox One X, which I've been collecting dust, but I thought it would be a good use of the hardware. Oh, sorry, I gotta pay for another save.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Masyaf, or by pickpocketing thugs.
The ultimate of social stealth. Slow as a sloth.
I am alive.
Ah.
But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is!
Oh.
But you, my son, have not found inner peace. Manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You will see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
And this is where we start learning how primary targets are hunted. I lost my hidden blade. That seems a little bit severe. Ah, it's one of our scientist assassins. I've lost the ability to regain balance. If I fall over, I'm screwed. I can't get back up. Alright, well, let's go get our investigation started. I can speak.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Alright, if you won't tell me, I gotta kill you. Stab. Alright, moving on. So they give you 3 or 4 different side missions that you have to complete with each target in order to learn information on what they're going to be doing, how they're going to be doing it, best ways to get near the body, or the target rather, hiding spots, possible safe routes into your primary objective location. All that comes through doing the side missions. If you already know where all that is, you can probably do it without the information, but the game is set up in a way that you're meant to learn that by doing all these side tasks, and we're going to do that, whether it's fun or obnoxious or tedious or whatever. And yes, they are very repetitious. You do the same thing basically over and over until the end of the game, and I think my guy is down here. Yep, there we go. So what we want to do is I want to get to the bench back behind these two and sit down, and then we should be able to eavesdrop. I'll do my little fake priest walk, even though they know I live here, so what are they doing? Alright, we should be alright. Sit down. Target. Eavesdrop.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
I'm glad
That's no
that guy
reason
picked
to
his
stay
butt
silent.
right in front of us.
But the Weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Alright. Done. We have to go pick the instructions from the next target. You can follow the path, the normal path, or you can just run up most walls as long as they have handholds. This is an example of the more quote-unquote practical stealth that they put in the game. Not perfect, but, you know, more believable than some of the stuff you did in Prince of Persia, where you would run along walls and do cartwheel spins around everything, and it's just, yeah, it was fantastical and fun to look at, but it wasn't very realistic. One of these two here.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
From start walking. Sneak up behind him. Oh, no. And... oh, he's going up a hill. I can't reach his pocket. There we go. And see ya. Now I gotta go beat somebody up. That's one of the other mission types. There are a couple others that we won't necessarily see here, but frankly, most of them are either very easy to do or very dumb. There are going to be some that are going to be very obnoxious and not fun to do, but we'll do as many of them as we have to finish the complete investigation.
You'll see soon. All
That's
your
not him.
eyes will
Who
be
is it?
opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between
that guy?
this world and a new one.
Oh, it's the one
better
talking.
Place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
He's 5 feet away, dude.
Be gone, pest.
I'm a pest. Keep moving. Dude, I will start beating your ass right here. Go. The camera to something a little less severe so you can see where we're walking. These quote-unquote interrogation segments are usually ones where you find them in a public space talking, saying whatever about the target. Then you follow them to a hidden corner where you can beat the crap out of them without guards seeing and get whatever information you can. And depending on the target, sometimes you'll let them live. More often than not, you'll actually kill them after you've beaten them up. And give me what I want.
Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Muallim who will judge.
Boy, his left hand looked real weird. Like it was not shaped like a normal hand.
Our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die.
Oh!
You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damascus. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's Assassin Bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafiq of your arrival. Speak with
Caca!
him.
I made a
You'll
5
find he has
polygons!
much to offer.
Caca!
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
And I got my hidden blade back. Owie, I cut my fingies. Now, one of the things that we didn't talk about before, they don't really go into it much during the game, and I'll see if I can pan the camera to make it more visible. There we... Well, dang it. All right, come on. Pan, work with me. Now you moved away. All right, there we... no, there we go. So as a part of using the hidden blade, at least in this version of the Assassin's Order, they have to remove the ring finger on the one hand where the hidden blade is kept. That way when they eject it, which I can't do here, basically the blade pops out exactly where that finger would go. In future games, they would either find a way to modify the blade so that you didn't have to remove a finger in order to use it, or in the case of, say, Assassin's Creed Origins, when Bayek is first starting to use a blade strapped to his arm, he accidentally cuts off that finger because the blade comes out while he is fighting one of the targets that he's trying to kill.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
I guess. I'm very cautious to teach you as you're learning to play the game, how to do things. Go. There you go. All right. Got him. Oh!
The work of a master.
Punch him in the tum-tum.
And that, my students, is how we all should fight.
I'm the best, I know.
You will die.
We don't need to do that. exit the tutorial.
You must be busy. I understand.
Alright. We don't need to do that. Let's just go ahead and head on to our first major objective. We'll do the same shortcut down the hill that we did before, which is just jump here. And a jump here. And a jump here. We don't have a horse yet, but you can get a horse in this game to make traversal of the environment a little bit faster. You can only do it, I believe, outside of town, so you cannot bring the horse into the town. I think they actually force you off the horse if you try to go any further. Once you get past the threshold of the castle, basically the main gateway, you'll get knocked off the horse if they don't just outright stop you from going in. Alright. And you can usually find horses right near the entrance. I don't know if they're inside or... I think they might be outside. They're there. Yep. Let's go, baby. And we're off. Alright, now for one of arguably the most questionable choices that they made during the game, which we probably won't see right away. We gotta get a little ways before we get to it. Yeah. And here. They may not even make you do it this first time. I think you might just go straight to the city you have to go to, but I don't remember. So we're about to find out. And transition.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their
I love
line
doing
of
this
sight
just to
and try
menace
hide
people.
from them.
Look at what I can do. Jam this in your throat. Oh, yeah, they do. All right, so in order to get to the first location we got to go to, and I don't remember if it was Damascus or if it was Jerusalem, but we have to actually traverse an area called the Kingdom. The Kingdom is a really big open area that you use to traverse between the major cities. It doesn't really have a whole lot to do aside from unlocking viewpoints, which is the eagle icon on the map in the lower right corner there. But the only way to see the map is to unlock it by getting to these towers and getting on top of them and then unlocking the area via synchronization. I will say this, one of the things that they've kind of moved away from in more recent games is the idea that the only way to climb up a surface is to have a specific handhold in place for your main character, albeit if it's Altair or Ezio or whoever. And if you can't, and you don't have the reach to actually get to a handhold, you have to find another way to climb around the tower, or climb up the tower or wall or whatever you're trying to get around. I liked that aspect of it because it is a little bit of puzzle solving in some games or in some locations. I understand why they moved away from it. They didn't want to make that the primary point of emphasis in games where the map is so huge that creating specific handholds on a wall was probably more work than it was worth, but I kind of miss it. All right, let's sync up. Look at that beautiful view of all the rock walls. You can't see anything, you dummy. Alright, so there are 12 viewpoints in total in quote-unquote the Kingdom. You won't be able to reach all of them right away. It'll be a while before we get them. But when you get to the major cities, there are viewpoints that you need to go to and synchronize with in order to see the entire part of the area that you're in. Each of the major cities in the game have financial districts that you go into as part of your mission. Depending on what city and what part of the mission you're going into, it can either be the poor district, the, I don't remember what they call it, like the middle class or merchant district, or the rich district. and the condition of the area, the citizens you see there, I think they do change depending on which part of the town or city that you're inside of. Leading viewpoint, you can perform a leap of faith to get down. Yeah. You're telling me stuff I already know. Thank you. Alright, so we can go in a couple of different directions. Ultimately, the way we need to go right now and the one that we want to complete is this way. So there might be 2, maybe 3 viewpoints we can go to. We'll go ahead and set a marker there for that as the next one we want to do. And because we are leaving the home territory of the assassins, we may start running into some soldiers from either Jerusalem, Damascus, or Acre, and we might even run into some Templar who will outright attack us as we get near them. Depends on the territory, depends on how aggressive posture we're making. So, yeah, see, we're already pissing that guy off. Easy to get away from him, though, because we're on horseback and he's on foot. Don't want to cause a scene. They do want you to take a low posture where you just stop riding fast and you just kind of put your head down. I think it's that tower right ahead of me. And if you stay out of line of sight long enough, eventually they'll just give up the search. There you go. You don't always have to hide. Sometimes just running away is the best choice if you're on the big kingdom map. Oh, no. Off. I'm not doing nothing. Sorry. Make sure I have the blade picked. I do. I'm gonna get real close to this guy and then just give him a poke in the tum-tum. And...
Over here!
Ah, it didn't work. Alright, well, whatever. Oh, I can't do the deflect right now, so we'll wait until I have a chance. Got him. There we go. Thankfully, the other guard is picking his nose or whatever. He didn't hear 2 swords clanging together 5 feet away from him, because he's a moron. That horse is very upset that I killed someone near them. I have no idea if horses have the concept of someone dying to the point where they'd get really upset if they saw a random stranger get stabbed to death in front of them. It's not to say that horses are dumb animals, it's just that do they know if someone gets stabbed in front of them and they start bleeding, they're dying? How smart are horses? That's all I'm asking. They can learn tricks and they can be trained to take a saddle and ride at different paces, but do they understand death? Alright, now I gotta remember how you call the horse. How do you call the horse? Where are the buttons? Controls. Oh, crap. Nothing there. Okay. One other thing. I wish I had thought about this before. Are there subtitles? There might not be. There aren't. Alright, well, can't turn on subtitles. I'll do the best I can to pipe up the audio for voice if I need to during the editing of this video. How do you call... I just have to go find the horse. I don't think there is a call for the horse. Well, I can also just take a horse if I find one. So, one of the things... Yep, there's a horse right there. One of the things that we talked about, I think there's a guy right back here. Oh, there he is. Alright, so that guy right there, I think we can do this from above, is a Templar Knight. There are, if I'm not mistaken, 100 of them in the game. And if you kill them all, you get an achievement for finding and tracking down all 100 of these guys. They're very difficult to kill. If you don't get them in a single attack, a sneak attack like what I'm about to do, you're probably better off running away and trying again to get the sneak attack, because Deflections are hard to do on these guys. Combo attacks are hard to do on these guys, and they do attacks that are very hard to block. So you're better off just doing... Oh, no. Are they not going to let me do it? I guess they're not going to let me do it. Or maybe I can't do jumping kills in this game. Can I? In Domine, Spiritus Sancti. You're dead. 60, excuse me, not 100. Alright, let's move on. The next one we want to go to is probably going to be, well, if we can reach that one safely, we can try for that. So we're in the territory of what looks like the Saracens. I'm not 100% on that. It may also be whoever the soldiers that were controlling Jerusalem at the time would have been. I don't know if it's necessarily Muslim or Christian forces. It may have been a combination of both. It may have been a neutral third party. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on the politics or political forces that were in control of Jerusalem at that time, so I'm no expert, and I don't... Yep, can't even go that way. This is the game's way of saying, stop trying to do too much, just go to your next objective, dummy. Alright, how do I get that way? I think we can just follow this path right here. Blah, 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 blah. You should ride slower. No, screw you. I don't want to. Again, this area, way too big, and they require you to do a whole lot of stuff that is just not fun. Just let me get to the next major city. And I can hop off here. Or not. Alright, get up the wall. If you do this and the guards find you, they will start throwing rocks or shooting arrows or whatever they can to try to knock you off the wall, which can be very dangerous. If you get too high, it may end up killing you. So, you do want to be careful when you're climbing a super tall object if you're being chased, because it could prove to be a dangerous situation for you. Or you can do what I'm about to do, which is dive into a big haystack and then just hide until they stop looking. And... out of sight. Okay, we're done. Good thing no one cares about horse theft in this game, because if they did, we'd probably get killed every single time we did it. I'll calm down. 50 feet away from those guys, they have nothing to complain about. I'm glad they put horses all over this area so that if you do get stranded from your horse, you're not walking for about 5 minutes trying to find another one. Boy, if there's one thing that I would say about the Holy Land, they really did find a place that was hot looking and dry and just kind of dead. So many trees that don't have any vegetation in them. Ground just looks like dirt everywhere. God sure does not pick them, or Allah, or whoever. And... whoop, there was another Templar Knight down there. We're not going to worry about him. He can continue to stare at the rock wall in front of him forever. I don't care. And... down we go. So I've already finished 4 of the objectives in the... oh, sorry. So I can't even block right now. Got him. Oh! Oh! There we go. Who's next? Alright, this ain't gonna work. I need to get back on the horse and get out of here. Gotcha. Alright. That cooled off. Horse, let's get out of here. And we can follow this path here. I don't know what's going on, guys. I didn't see who killed them. Don't mind me, just riding through. Alright, and here we are in, I think this is Damascus. I know, I'm going to keep saying it different ways every time. Damascus. I don't know what the right way to say it is.
Soldiers will leave their posts to investigate them.
I'm a dumb American. I'm sure it's pronounced a completely different way than I'm saying it. Might even be pronounced Damascus. One thing they really did nail in this game, though, the first look at the major cities when you get there. Look at this. Woo!
Whoa.
What a sight. Very cool looking. Also, I didn't mention it before, but the soundtrack for the first Assassin's Creed game, the second, the third, I don't know if he was there for the fourth. All of them were done by Jesper Kyd. Jesper Kyd has done quite a few amazing soundtracks over the course of his career. He's done soundtracks for Hitman, for Assassin's Creed. He's done them for a couple other games that are not coming to mind immediately. You definitely want to get off the horse and help this guy because he'll give you a way to get into the castle. You cannot just walk in. There are guards right at the gate, so...
I need help! Please, anyone! Your life ends now.
Uh-oh.
This is a waste of time.
Ah, timing's a little off. Gotcha. Oh, big hit. What's up, dude? You alright?
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
You better not.
Dark days indeed.
He's just now noticing the dead bodies. You goof. Alright, so in order to blend, all you gotta do is walk to this group of guys and hold A, and they'll just kind of walk you wherever they're going, and you don't have to guide the path at all. Easy way to get in and out of the gate. They do have some other ways to do so in other towns, but this is the one that you do here to easily get in and out. Coming through. Alright, we're in, so we don't have to keep following these guys. Alright, first thing we want to do. There's one viewpoint right here. We'll go ahead and open that up. That will tell you where the Assassin's Bureau is in this particular district. Once you get there, the game will give you what you need to do in order to complete your side missions and find your targets so that you can kill them. In fact, I just walked past one of the missions because they're telling you it's a pickpocket mission for that one. I'm underneath the tower. We got to get around the outside here. Unless the guards are actively looking for troublemakers, you usually can run around the city pretty freely without any consequence. Come on. Get up, idiot. Go. Oh, come on. Can I jump over? There we go. Alright. Here's our first tower. And if you're a religious type, you get offended by whatever one of the groups says, don't worry, the other city probably says something just as bad. There we go. These panoramic shots looked very cool the first time I played this game. Of course, every game after this has had the exact same mechanic, so it loses some of its luster over time, but I still like it. Alright, so there's our hay bale. How is he going to make that jump from here? I have no idea. It's a video game. Try not to think too much. Alright, so we have save citizens. These will give you groups of local people that'll help you out if you are getting chased by guards. They'll give you groups of religious people that you can walk around in to hide in sight. A couple other things. You don't have to do these, but they do help you out when you're trying to get away from the guards after you finish an assassination. Because your primary objective after you kill your main target is make it back to the Assassin's Bureau so that you can evade the guards. They'll be on permanent alert as soon as you kill your primary target until you get back to the Bureau. Alright, well, we have a save citizen right here, so let's go ahead and do it. We won't do any of the side missions just yet. We want to go to the Bureau before we do that.
Stop this, please! You're hurting me! God always favors us, old man.
Gotcha!
I'll take you down! Maybe you can do this. Stop me while you have mercy on your soul.
Is the other guard running? I think. Oh, nope, he's not. Oh, there's one thing I haven't done yet. Let's see if I can do this. No, they're not going to let me do it here. I think if you have just the blade out, you can actually do a deflection and kill the enemy, but it might be too early. Got him. Alright. Sorry, where are you?
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
These 4 guards were pushing me around and you killed them. That's what it takes to be a true hero. Video game logic. Alright. We'll do a couple more of these little small things that we can do around the city. And it's easier to take out one of these guys that aren't looking at you and then go after the remaining ones instead of trying to face them head on. Uh-oh. Let's get away from the lady. There we go.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Those guys will help defend you if you got guards chasing you. I don't think they'll fight back. I think that's a different group. I might be wrong. Let's go to the viewpoint this way. these become a lot easier once you start getting better equipment, because you can do deflections or parries to kill enemies instead of just doing this brute force bludgeoning the enemy to death with my sword type fighting, which frankly not that exciting. And also, it's a little bit hard to get the timing right now because I have a little bit of an audio and video delay in the feed that I'm looking at. Alright, there's my next tower. Oh, I don't know if I can reach that. I might need to go around. I think it's too far. Easy way to find out. Make the jump! I made it. Nice. Should that have failed miserably? Yes. Do I care? No, not really. I just want to get it done. Again, these early towers are going to be pretty easy to get up. The later areas that we get to, we're going to start seeing some that are a little more puzzle-solving type. I enjoy them for what they are. I know it's not exactly the most exhilarating thing about the game, but I had fun with them when I was doing the game the first time. Whee! Alright, there's another guy up here. We're doing all this now because I think we're going to stop the episode with the side missions that we need to do to get to the first target. I don't think we're going to be able to get him in time to make the end of this first episode if it's going to end in 2-hour increments. Let's see if I can do a running assassination on one of them. Oh, gotcha! Oh! I don't like how close we're getting to this lady. Gotcha. Oh! Another guard.
It's good you came along when you did. Another minute and we'll have you.
Alright, we got it done. I thought I was about to... Nope. Oh no, he's on me. Can't get away. So those guys there would have helped me out if I decided to run away. But, yeah, didn't happen. No big deal. Next! Run! There's a killer right back there! I'm scared.
They go against the will of God and must be made to pay.
Most of the guards don't even care you do parkour in front of them. It's only when they're on high alert, which I don't know if we really see that much in this first game. I think the only time that really happens is when you're getting chased after you kill your target. I think in the second game is when they introduced the notoriety system. This game doesn't have it. Okay. Next one done. These buildings kind of look like big pepper grinders. Alright, so we got... We'll do as much as we can. We got about 15 minutes left in this episode. As far as saving citizens and clearing the map so that we can have it all unlocked at the start of the next episode.
Why are you doing this to me?
No reason to stand here.
I'm sure I do. Oh? Oh, yeah, let's do one of the things that... Oh, can we do it? Yeah, there we go. Kill 2 guards with 1 guy. So always be on the lookout for wooden structures near your fight, because if you can push a guard into it, you can take them out of the fight altogether. And if there's another guard next to them, or next to the structure, you can take advantage of that to take 2 of them out in one hit. Yeah, try to hit that guy. I'd love to see what happens. He likes fighting you. Get out of here. Alright.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Well, it's not gonna hurt to go into the bureau. Like, it doesn't change anything, but yeah, let's go ahead and do that since we're right here next to it.
Who did this?
Not me. Okay, yeah, maybe. Alright, well, let's see what happens when you try to run away. And see, we can go right in here, and we're out of line of sight. Nope, no, we're not out of line of sight. Someone saw me. Now we're out of line of sight. We're not out of line of sight. God, who saw us? There. No, dang it. Oh, I almost got to the bench. Almost. Should run instead of just walking. I think we're alright. Oh, here we go. And out of line of sight. Early on, it's probably better to run away because you don't have a lot of offensive options, but later on, you're probably better off just killing the guards because it'll be faster than trying to run away and hide. Not to mention this version of your assassin character, unlike future games where they give you a robust equipment system where you can add unique pieces of armor to build up your health, you don't really have a lot of options defensively other than hold your sword out and block attacks. Anyway, let's learn about our target a little bit.
Altair, it is good to see you, and in one piece. You as well, friend. I am sorry for your troubles. Think nothing of it. A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact. Oof, if you'd heard the things they said, I'm certain you'd have slain them where they stood. It's quite all right. Yes, you've never been one for the creed, have you? Is that all? I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What business brings you to Damascus? A man named Tamir. Al-Muallim takes issue with the work he does. I meant to end it. Now tell me where to find him. Surely you remember how to track an enemy. Of course. Learn where he will be and when. But that sort of work is best left for... I understand.
Oh.
Go and search the city, determine what he's planning and where he works. Preparation makes the victor. What can you tell me of him? Tamir makes his living as a black market merchant, so the souk district should be your destination. I would suggest you seek out the following places. A small souk northeast of here, the madrasa to our east, and in the gardens north of this bureau. Focus on these places and he should become well known to you. I assume you want me to return to you when this is done? Yes. Come back to me. I'll give you Al-Muallim's marker and you'll give us Tamir's life. As you wish. Remember, Altair, if you find yourself in trouble and the city turned against you, return to the bureau. I can shelter you from the storm. Be warned though, if your enemies are too close, my door will remain closed until you've lost them. Do you understand? Yes. To bring the enemy inside would compromise the Brotherhood. Very well. Off you go.
Okey-doke. And let's get back out. These are very strangely designed entrances and exits for the bureaus. Okay, so I got some more guards right here. Yeah, I don't know why I thought there was a jumping assassination move in this game, but I guess I didn't do it until the next one.
You are filth!
One of the things that they did not do a great job of in this game is descending walls. In fact, it didn't really get better for quite a while. Nope, I didn't get it in time. Two down. Dead. Let's talk to her quick before someone else shows up.
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay
In fact,
this
there's a guard right
kindness,
there.
I swear it.
Who did this? Who? What happened? Over here!
I don't know who did it. I'm scared. Leave me alone. Ow. Stop it. That hurt. Oh, climb faster, idiot. I don't know how he doesn't see me. That was the stupidest thing ever. He should have been able to see me quite easily. Can I get over there? Okay, jump to the thing. There you go. Go. And we're out. Alright, next. We have a guard group right there. And I think it's right. Oh no, it's on the other side of this building, I guess. Where are they?
I'll have your hand for that.
Guess they're down here. This is gonna hurt! Alright, fine.
That will cost you your life.
Oh, we got a flag. Yay! I'm not looking for him.
It's the dead. God damn it, Steve. You will not win. I will end your life.
Could you please stop running in between me and the guy I'm trying to kill? You know, have some value in your own safety. Alright, guy. Quit getting hits. My turn. There we go. Combos weren't hitting the way I was liking.
You've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Alright, what's next? Let's go to that viewpoint. They might have put a few too many viewpoints in each district. I feel like you spend more time going to viewpoints than you should. Altair's not that hard of vision. I mean, he's got a special view where he can make everything just kind of pop red. So why does he need to see the city from 15 different viewpoints for like a quarter of a square mile of footage?
What a strange man. Has he lost?
Whee! And here's a good example of where you can't climb until you find something else. There we go. I will say, I don't think any of the structures in the towns in this game are based on any real-life architecture. Once you get to the second game, which is based out of quite a few areas of Italy, they do base them on actual historical structures, and in many cases, as accurate as they could possibly make them from digital scans of the actual buildings. And in fact, I think this is more likely a rough approximation of the layout of Damascus from this time in history, not necessarily a one-to-one, like, oh, the bazaar is exactly in that spot there, and, you know, the mosque of, you know, whatever special significance is right there, and over there is, you know, whatever poor district or something. I don't think they were that accurate. I think they got broad strokes right, and some of the more specifics were not necessarily put in.
What you are filth!
Gotcha!
I will end your life!
Gotcha. Gotcha. When they do executions like that, I think that usually means one of the guards got spooked, but it doesn't seem to be happening.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
I know, I'm good. You don't have to tell me. Alright, we'll go over here to that tower. Get out of here before the... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Camera went wacky on me. Alright, go, go. Get out of there. There's guards looking. I don't need to know about the vigilantes. Alright, we're almost there. Whoop. Tower here. I guess we can get up there. Oh, come on. And get to the window. And grab the knob. Grab the knob. And there we go. Next one done. I think what we'll do is we're probably going to try to finish all the towers and all of the Save Citizen missions. And then we'll stop the episode, begin the next one with the investigations, and then do the assassination. And I think those all get done within that second episode, plus we'll probably move to the next target that they give us, which I think we get sent to Altair next. Not 100% on that. Alright, next we got another tower there. We may... Well, there's probably going to be a couple more Save Citizen groups over this way, but I see only one more that's on the map right now. But stop flaking out, Altair. He's turning into Spider-Man. He's sticking to things he shouldn't stick to. It's up above me. I hear another group already, so I know we're near one. There it is. Alright, can we get to it? Oh boy, that's a... Well, no, we can do it. No, get up, idiot. Jump to that. Jump to there. Ow! Ow, my ankles!
What is he doing?
I don't know, guys. I'm scared.
That will cost you your life.
I think this game, just like any other game in the Assassin's Creed series, has some vocal barks that the NPCs that are all over the map will say that kind of gets stuck in your brain. The one that I think always got stuck in my mind, and it's a game that I think a lot of people didn't actually like, but there's a bark that you hear in Assassin's Creed Revelations where you'll be climbing up a wall, and a woman will see you doing that, and she'll say, "Oh, I wonder what Alfunda would say." And it's like, who is Alfunda? Why do we care what that person would think? Alright, there's the group right there. Can't wait until we get the ability to deflect, because it's going to make this go much faster. Gotcha.
It's good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Yeah, I know. I'm the best. Alright, next. Yeah, see, they're starting to pop all over here. Alright, let me move. Thank you.
Let me go. Thief! You are filth! Good day,
What
my
is
friend.
it? If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all, come see what I've
done.
done.
wrong.
Make room.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that.
Gotcha.
ردوها علي. Your life ends now.
Alright, so we have a chance here. Lock on, idiot! Chance to take out a couple guards here. Oh, I thought they would let me do what I'm trying to do. Alright, come on. Get closer. Get a little closer. Ah, get you now. There we go. There's one. Oh, one of them tried to hit me. Ah, God. The roaming guards are starting to show up. That makes things harder. Two down. God, another one shut up. Got him. Alright, talk to this lady quick before someone else shows up.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Alright. And let's go to this viewpoint here, down in the bottom corner.
Like what you see? Come, have a look. You won't be disappointed.
Just run in a big circle. Yep, there it is. It's up there. Alright, so this one's going to take a little bit more puzzling to figure out. I think we have to do it from this building here. Yep.
Now, why is he doing that?
And jump to here. And jump to here. See, I like these. I like these ones where you gotta, like, wander around a little bit and figure it out. There we go. And, oh, look at this. There's a guard here. Let's see if we can get him quietly and... dead. One thing that I think was a huge misstep, but I understand why they had to do it. In future games, and I think it actually stopped as soon as the second one in the series, the next game, they took that shing sound away from whenever you get an assassination with the hidden blade. I love that sound. It feels like a reward for successfully getting a kill on someone that they didn't see coming. And it kind of stinks because in the future when you do it, it's just kind of oh, I'm dead. It's so deflated without that little sting, that little audible sting that tells you you just got this guy, got him. You know what I mean? I miss it. I miss it from the games that that you can play nowadays that just don't put as much emphasis on the stealth kill. They want you to get into a combo, a fight where you're doing combos and special abilities, and it's like, this isn't Assassin's Creed. I don't feel like an assassin, I feel like a brute fighter. Brute Fighter's Creed. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved Odyssey for what it was, but it didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It was an ancient world role-playing game, which was a lot of fun, but, man, didn't feel like an assassin. I'd say that they kind of didn't get it right with Valhalla either. That one just didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. Haven't gotten around to playing Mirage yet. Maybe it does go back to the way things used to be, but I wanted to wait until I finished Valhalla, and I have not finished it yet. Alright. Whee! Ah, my tailbone! Alright, we have 3 more save citizen groups. At least. And 1 more tower to climb.
It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God.
Oh man, that guard's gonna see it.
You need something?
No, you're right. See, I'm not bugging you guys. Right now. Ah, got him. Oh, you dick. Gotcha. Ah, you jerk. I'm not running. You guys were the ones that were just... Whatever.
Alright. You came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
I always wonder how accurate it is. As dirty as the clothing is in games or movies, or anytime they represent characters from the medieval times, they like to make it seem like no one ever washed anything and soap was considered a sin in these times, and that's just not true. It may not have been super easy to get access to, but clothing could not have possibly been this unbelievably filthy at all times. And I get it. We're probably in the poor district. Yeah, we're in the poor district. So maybe soap was harder to come by for the poor, but just, it's so off-putting. And in fact, I don't think it gets better if you move to the other districts. I think it always stays dirty looking. Hey, guys. Batman. Oh, I didn't get it. Nope, come on, stop it. Stop it. Gotcha. How did you do that? Well, I took the pointy end and put it in the other man. Isn't that a line from Damascus, Oro? With Antonio Banderas? Do you know how to use that thing? Yes, you put the pointy end in the other man. I love that line. Gotcha.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
I don't know if that's a good thing, because I'm killing a lot of guards. At some point, they're probably going to get suspicious that this guy in white robes is going around killing all the guards that are harassing people.
I'll be right here, don't you worry.
Especially since he wears a red sash that no one else in the city wears, so it's going to become real obvious. Hey, if you see a red sash, kill him. Yep. And... Whee! Keep going. Swing over this way. Climb up. This is our last viewpoint for this district. I think pretty much all of them have somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 to 12 viewpoints that you have to synchronize in order to get the full view of the city, or at least that part of it. So in total, you probably end up doing something like, well, let's see, 3 districts, we'll call it 10 viewpoints each for the 3 districts. So 90 plus 12, you do 112 or 102 viewpoints in the entire game. A lot of viewpoint checking in this game. All right, the full city map is unlocked. Kind of wish the compass in the bottom corner there actually showed more street details, but whatever. It tells you what you need to see and maybe not a whole lot else. Oh, I didn't. I botched it. Whatever. Oh! Wait a minute. Come here. Come here, guys. I need you to come here. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Now I need one more guy. Come here. Down you go. Dead. Dead. Oh, another guard saw it. Dead. And last safe citizen for this area.
The city will know of your sacrifice.
All right, so We have all of our hide groups, our vigilantes unlocked, and we have our missions, and that is going to involve 2 pickpockets, 3 eavesdrops, which are always unbelievably easy, and 1 interrogation. So that is how we're going to start the next episode. It's just taking care of these investigations. Once we do those, we'll go back to the Bureau and report our findings. You only need to do 2 to complete the assassination on your target, but we are going to do all 6 of them. And the reason for that is once you start doing these, you get little nuggets of information that you can use to actually take out the target that makes things a little bit easier, like hiding spots, his patrol route, easy ways in and out of their area if it's guarded. Yeah, they give you a lot of information to help you make an easier job of the assassination, but we'll find out more about that in the next episode. That's going to do it for episode 1 of my Assassin's Creed Longplay. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.